Some of the best things in life come to us without any fanfare. That certainly was the case with regard to the Ten Commandments. They were given twice. On the first occasion, a huge amount of fanfare with thunder and lightning, and Hashem himself delivered the first two of the commandments directly to the nation. It was an unprecedented and simply unmatched spiritual encounter. But those tablets only lasted for 40 days. Then Moshe smashed them. On the second occasion, however, as is described in this week's Parashat of Tisa, it was a modest and quiet moment. Moshe went up to the mountain for a second period of 40 days. He came down with the tablets. No fanfare, no noise, no fuss. And those were the tablets that remained with our people to guide and inspire us for all time. I believe that the key difference between those two occasions was one word, lecha. You see, Hashem for the second occasion commanded Moshe, Psol lecha, shnei luchot avanim karishanim. Chisel out for yourself 2 tablets of stone to appear just like the first set. V'chatavti al haluchot et hadvarim. Hashem said, I will then engrave on these tablets of stone the same words that were engraved on the first. For the giving of the first set of the 10 Commandments, Moshe was just totally on the receiving end. It was given to him on a silver platter. However, that didn't last the test of time. On the second occasion, Moshe was invited to become engaged in the experience. He was a partner of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And as a result, those tablets remained with us, sustained us, and continue to inspire us. And I believe that emerging out of this, there is a most important lesson in education. When a teacher presents a material to students on a platter, just there, here are these sheets, study from the textbook, page this to page that, see on the screen what I'm talking about, and the pupil is not personally engaged, then the information will be received, perhaps through one ear, out through another. However, if the pupil does coursework, if the pupil is engaged in answering some challenging questions around the theme and then coming up with his or her own answers to be matched by the teacher's involvement, ultimately, the knowledge will be the same as in the first example, but this time, the student will have ownership over it. It will have meaning. There will be pride associated with that knowledge, and certainly the chance for it to be retained will be far better. At the end of our parasha, we have a description of Moshe coming down from Mount Sinai. He wasn't aware of his appearance. The nation looked at him and saw kikaran or panav. His face was radiating a spiritual glow, a reflection of Hashem's presence. The nation noticed something they hadn't noticed first time round. Moshe was a different person, and it was because he had partnered Hashem in attaining that information, that stimulation, that inspiration through education. Questions are central within traditional Jewish education. We have the Im Tomar and the Yesh Lomar as it appears in Tosfot, the dilemma, the kushya, the problem. And once the student grapples with that issue and together with the educator comes up with a solution, we attain ownership over it. And the glow, the radiance, the light, the excitement that comes from us is something palpable and can be seen by others. The central message for us, therefore, is that for education to succeed, it must be a genuine partnership between educator and student. Shabbat Shalom.